What's going on, YouTube? Wow. It's been a little while, and it's not because I hate doing this, as I absolutely love it. It's because my philosophy, and I'm gonna stick to it, for the most part, it's quality over quantity. Now, if it's a low end stuff, it's because it's near and dear to my heart, and it's gonna stay here. I don't care how much you offer me, kind of stuff. Some of my favorite stuff is fairly cheap, and I'll still collect that. Just not into the mass quantities I used to. Because I love these new Gilbert Brown cards coming up. All these new autographs, I want them all. I mean, it just sucks. I'm like, just think when you thought you needed just one, then there's some more Gilbert Brown out there. Oh. Anyways, I'm not even into that yet. I will wait. Oh, my poster's almost falling off the wall. I will wait patiently on stuff for Gilbert Brown stuff to come down to earth a little bit. I got like the brightness of the sun and this light. Deal with it! Anyway, I have a little mail day. It's fairly significant. It's got quality stuff in it. If I collected like I collected before, I would have to stop collecting. Just because the volume was, having all this little stuff was adding up to end up being big money at the end of the month, you know. I am not a rich person, but I'm by no means poor. I can't afford shit. I can afford what I want when I want to, but I have a budget that I try to stick to, and if something wows me and I'm over budget, it's okay. I mean, I can deal with it. It's never a problem. So, with that in mind, my mail days are few and far between. And I was just texting me and Michael text regularly that I needed something to wow me, and this one did. He's not a particular fan of the card that's going to be in this mail day today, but I also found I have any animosity to anybody if they don't like a certain card of mine, because it's not about them liking it, I guess. It's about me enjoying it. And I can take the criticism and not affect me personally whatsoever if you like something. If you don't like something I have, you don't have to lie to me. You're like, that's not my cup of tea. It's okay. When you come to that point, that's when you can have true collecting friends, because nothing has to say. You don't have to go, oh my God, that's every time. You don't have to lie to the person. If something is not your cup of tea, just say it. Not going to hurt my feelings. It's part if I like it or not. And that's what it comes down to. So, not hating at all. Love Michael. But I want to show some other stuff first. I got this in the mail. 4 out of 10. This is from this year's Prism. This is the gold of Ty Montgomery. Now, I don't know if I showed this. It's been so long since I did a video. I don't know if I showed this one, but I pulled this in my boxes. This is the gold vinyl out of 5. 4 out of 5. And that's why I kind of got, the gold. Just in case the finite shows up. I'm looking for the finite of this. Little side project rainbows. So much fun. And they're not... This one kind of fell in my lap because which player do I pick? Well, I picked the one that I pulled the gold vinyl for. That's the one you pick, right? Because last year's Kenny Clark, and I'm almost done with that one now. As I pull off a piece of tape off that top loader, I hate, bugs me. It needs a fresh top loader. Anyways, so I got the gold. I already had the gold vinyl. Now this one is pretty incredible. Speaking of this film night at Radio, because we're in constant contact, and I do enjoy his insight and his collecting opinion, and when he thinks I need something, he goes my way, and I think he needs something, I bring it his way. Absolutely. And this card came up, and somehow it didn't hit my searches on eBay, and he found it. And I was just really shocked. I'm like, why didn't I see this? I mean, I have every Topps Chrome Mini search I thought I could do. It showed up on his. This is a Superfractor. I own a Superfractor non-auto variation of this, and I graded it 9.5. Now I have the Superfractor Auto. So awesome. It is a 10 auto for sure. Hopefully it grades out. It's in a magnetic for now. A regular size magnetic for now. I talk fast. But this is a Superfractor, believe it or not, of Randall Cobb. This is a 2015 Chrome Mini. And you have to hit the light just perfect to see it. But these are definitely Superfractors. It's not as obvious as 2014 Mini was. But so cool. In fact, this is my non-auto variation of this card, of Randall Cobb. This is the photo variation, Superfractor Auto. Then the non-auto was given to me by a legend himself, VZ. So, I mean, I had to go get the auto variation. Once it came, and the price, if you don't dink me around, and I'll work with lots of people, but if you think your card's worth $1 million, it's not going to happen. The Eddie Lacy photo variation of, just like that card, the auto variation, is on eBay for like $350, $400. I got that card there for significantly less, and I want the Eddie Lacy since I have that Superfractor non-autoed. I want the autoed Superfractor of that. But it's not going to happen because the price isn't right. When the price is right and it's not... One of the things that bugs me the most about some collectors, they think their cards are worth $1 million a piece. And they're not. And they're not. Be realistic. When people start being realistic in this hobby, which is never going to happen, so this is just me rambling on. When people start being realistic, the hobby will be that much better. But the hobby is full of people that are out to make a buck. And I have a huge bad story of this week, and the guy was just totally lost, and I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm not even going to tell you about it because it was just dumb. It was just dumb. There's only 2 people that know about it, and it was just out of this world. Anyways, so getting back on track here. So when people get their stuff together and they ask for a reasonable price and they don't try, you can make money off it. There's nothing wrong with that, but don't try to make 5-6 times more than the card is really worth. And yes, that's a gray area itself, what it's really worth. It's really worth how much will pay for it. I understand that, and I go by that. But you're not going to make me pay more 5 or 6 more times than what I really want to pay, is what I really want to say. So, in that card, the seller was fantastic. Worked out a fair deal, especially for a 1-on-1 auto. And there we are. It's in my possession, where it should be. This last card came from that Yahoo overseas that I got all the other Bart Star stuff from. This is a card I've seen. He showed me a picture of at one time, and it wasn't for sale at the time. Well, he must have sent it to his daughter in Florida, and it would hit eBay, and I instantly was making offers on it. I don't want to deal with him directly anymore because I like when he sends his stuff to Florida to his daughter. Comes here much more safe. Anyways, that mag needs to be changed out. That thing is scratchy and shit. But anyways, this is a dual auto. 2007 one-hit wonders. It's a product 2007 Topps TX. If anybody knows Topps TX, what this card is to a piece of history. So, here it is. 8 out of 10. Bart Starr. The autograph's a little hard to see because it's black background, but he wrote a little bit over the sticker, which is fine. I don't even mind. I mean, it's not as eye-appealing as you thought you'd like, but this is the dual part of it. Here's Len Dawson. You know, what do these 2 players have in common? They're both Hall of Famers. That's not it for this card. That's not why the reason they're together. This is, actually, at the time, it's not even Super Bowl I ticket. It's called the first World Championship game, AFL versus NFL. At that time, it wasn't called the Super Bowl. and the thing is, on the back, behind the auto, on each side, is a piece of Super Bowl I, or the first NFL championship ticket stub. And to me, that pauses everything. To have a piece like that, and that's why these two players are tied together. Super Bowl I opposing quarterbacks. Len Dawson, Bart Starr. Super Bowl I ticket autographs. So, as a card, it might not look like a card that it's pretty busy looking. I gotta admit, but as far as a piece of history and uniqueness, I wanted it. I wanted it, and they use that picture a lot. So, 8 out of 10. Numbering's up here. So, I'm going to put it in the old mag for now, which drives me crazy because it's all scratched up. Anyways, and I looked at the condition. It has an edge issue. Otherwise, it'd be graded. It's got a, I don't know what to call it, imperfection in the edge. Like, it's got a little dimple in it. Anyways, so it's a wow card. I actually paid quite a bit for that card. Only one I've ever seen it. I didn't even know it was in the product until he showed me a picture of it, and I kind of did my research on it. And then he showed me this picture months ago when I was buying the other stuff. At that time, it wasn't for sale. And I definitely would have taken it, but I would also took the other 5 cards. This would have been like in a next group of 5 or 6 cards that I would want from him if I could have afforded it at the time. But it wasn't even for sale at that point, so it still ended up coming to me anyway. So that one will go into the Bart Starr. I actually made just a Bart Starr box. I took a graded box and put all my Bart Starr. I have to do my inserts and base, and that's going to go in there as well. So I have a graded card box with all my Bart Starr stuff in there, and now I'll go into it. So I love it. I love it. I can't wait to put it in there. So, and that's the reason I go for something like that, something that's so unique that I'll probably never ever see. If I see another card like that again, I'd be surprised. I really would. It has dried up lately, as for Bart Starr stuff, but that's okay because when stuff like this comes out, I can hit the trigger on it and not. Stuff all came out at the same time. I'd have to pick. I don't want to pick. If I like something, I want to go after it. So it's in the long run. Yeah, it's not so good, but yeah, it is good for the pocketbook. So you gotta take the good with the bad, and I like it. Super Bowl I ticket stub, piece of history, uniqueness. Love it. So that is all I have. Sorry about rambling on. I'm gonna put some stuff away. You know, what a fantastic mail day for me. I mean, there's been some big mail days, but just to get on the camera again and just say, hey, I finally picked up stuff. It's just, I miss doing this on the regular. I used to do this like a couple times a week. Now if I do it once a month, it's a big deal. But minds change, collections change. You're always moving and shaking on what your collection actually becomes. So that's it. I swear. I miss you guys. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. See ya.